What's up, craft kids? Today we do our 4th episode of the series, how to use basic shapes to help you draw. Today is rectangle. Let's get started.
Okay, using a rectangle, the first thing we're going to draw, of course, is a rectangle. Now, these don't need to be perfect. I'm going to add a straight across line here, a straight across line here. I'm going to put an apple on the front, just a real basic apple. Black stem, little green leaf. I'm going to add a straw coming out. Diagonal line back, a line across the back. Small curved line there. Straight up and down line, and you meet it with another diagonal. You can finish off your label lines too if you want, and now you have yourself a juice box. Okay, next one we're going to do, again, always starting with a rectangle. This one's vertically positioned, and we're going to go like this. This one's going to be a little bit bigger. You'll find out why in just a second. So we've got a rectangle like that, and we're going to put a line across like that, split the upper section. Now we're going to put on a handle, a handle, a handle. It sort of looks like we have a face right now. And this is an ice maker. We'll color that in later. Now we'll put diagonal line, diagonal line, diagonal line. This is just to give it some dimension. This is the easy way to go three-dimensional. You make all your diagonal lines exactly the same. So now we have a refrigerator and a juice box. Let's keep going. Next one up is another rectangle that's taller than it is wide. We have one that looks like this. We're going to put a circle there. We're going to put smaller rectangles both here and here at the top, and on the bottom we're going to do the same. We have a real basic door. We'll put a frame around it, make it official. It's a fancy door now. Okay, we have a door. Next, we're going to draw. Our rectangle is going to be wider than it is tall this time. Okay, ready for this? This rectangle I sort of put rounded corners on. You don't have to. Inside that, we're going to mimic that shape. Okay, and then we're going to draw a diagonal line out this way. Diagonal line slightly out this way. Connect. Any ideas yet? We can draw a small line down diagonally, diagonally. Connect, and now we do another rectangle, except for this one has perspective, so it doesn't look like a rectangle, it's more like a trapezoid. Connect, 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 and then we're going to do some horizontal lines across like this, and a few vertical lines. The ones on the edges mimic the outside edge of this rectangle that has perspective. In the middle it would be completely straight, and then as you get closer, you want to work your way, you want to work your angles of these lines closer to straight up and down. And we have a laptop. Next, this one's a fun one. We're going to draw a long, skinny, not all that tall rectangle. And you might have some guesses already. This is transportation. We're going to put a tire right here. Tire. And then we're going to put another one right here. And another one right here. And we're making sure to have some white space above the line here to make the inside part of our tires. In the front, we're going to have a nice little windshield. We'll do a little half circle for a headlight. We'll do a little square for a tail light. And then, what do you have in a bus? You have a bunch of windows. We'll make them rectangular windows since we're working with rectangles today. Just fit as many as you can. And you have a school bus. You can put a little tailpipe on there, a little plume of smoke coming out the back. Good, let's keep going.
If you have a chance, check out our playlist called Geometric Drawings. I'll put the link in the description. You'll find more cool drawings like what you're doing today.
We are on a roll now. This next one's kind of fun. So we're looking at a horizontal rectangle. I'm calling it a horizontal rectangle. I just mean that it's wider than it is tall. This one has rounded corners. Again, we don't have to worry about perfection. Just do the best you can. Now we're going to put a vertical line followed by another vertical line right next to it. We're going to do that same thing on this side. Vertical line, vertical line. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to put a handle on. And you have guessed it, have yourself an old style suitcase. That's like from the 50s and 60s. Okay, right in the middle here, I have an idea for something pretty neat. This one is a rectangle, again with some rounded corners, just slightly rounded. And up like that. Good. Now, we're going to mimic the shape of the outside. Does not have to be perfect. We'll come up here, and right here we're going to do a little dip down. Come across, go up. It's kind of iconic. I don't know if anyone knows what that is yet, but if we put a button on this side and two buttons on this side, it might become a little more clear. Maybe this will help. A line down here at the bottom. And then on the screen we'll do a bunch of squares. Maybe we'll do that many squares. And you guessed it, it's an iPhone. All right, cool. Next, we have a rectangle that looks like this. And we're gonna come down and go up with like a V shape with a very rounded bottom. Then we're gonna go line and line. And what do we have? We have something you'd put a letter in. It's called an envelope. That's right. Okay, just two more things to go here before we do some cool coloring. I'm going to go with a rectangle that looks just like that. I'm gonna put a smaller rectangle right there with some lines that look like that. Any guesses? Oh, I know some of you know already. Let's keep going. Over here we do a big circle. And inside that circle we do a smaller circle and we color it in. Okay, it's already taking shape. We do one of these accent lines and a viewfinder. That's right, we have a camera, old school style. And for our last drawing of the day, this one's pretty neat. Another transportation one. We're gonna do a rectangle going this way. Okay, and just to make it clear, what I'm about to draw is smaller than the bus, even though these are similar in size, but just bear with me. Okay, so we have this, which is going to be the main body of our transportation device. And then on top, sitting on top, I'm gonna draw another rectangle. Okay, now, might not look like much yet. Some of you may have some guesses. I'm gonna put a front bumper on. I'm gonna put a rear bumper on. I'm going to put a tail light. I'm going to put a headlight. I'm going to put on two massive tires. Just massive tires. I'm going to have them, the frame, have it be sort of like a spoked wheel, so it kind of hides the line behind it. Fill the tire in black. Do another one. And then lastly, give it some studs. Some knobby tires, I mean. Knobbies. In the cab, we need to put a window. We're gonna have a window like this in the cab. And then we'll have it do a little bit of this business. Let's get a door. And we have a truck. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a truck. So, we've done 10 cool drawings using a rectangle. Let's add some color. I think it would be appropriate if we did a little magic trick today. So, on the count of 3, I'm gonna double snap. Everything will be colored. 1, 2, 3. Colored! Look at those. Those came out so cool. All right.
Here's what we came up with. I had an awesome time drawing with you today, and I hope that you did too. So, if you have a chance, check out our other episodes in the series. We've done episode 1, square, episode 2, circle, and episode 3, triangle. Of course, this was episode 4, rectangle today. I hope you had fun. So, until we see you next time, keep drawing, stay awesome, bye! Hey, Bella. Go get it, Bella. Go get it.
Just wrestling with some leaves right. Got a girl. You guys look at her. Come on. Let's go get him, Bella. She's getting tired, guys. You tired?
Bella, you tired?
I saw it earlier. That was really into it.
Oh, yeah! Get it!